Would you believe me if I told you that this dresser isn't light wood and instead it was painted? This is what the dresser looked like before. A lot of it was veneer wood, which can't be sanded all the way down, and when sanded may affect the appearance of the wood grain. So here's what I did instead. I removed all of the drawers and scrubbed it all really well with a degreaser. This step is key when refinishing furniture, and you don't want to skip this part, so make sure everything is nice and clean. Some of the veneer was damaged on the side, so I filled it with some wood filler, and while that dried, I lightly sanded the surfaces and then went back to sand the wood filler I had applied. I wiped it clean with the cheesecloth to get rid of any dust, and then I mixed a sample of Sherwin-Williams in the color Neutral Ground with BB Frost paint transformer and started by brushing it on the drawer fronts first, and then I rolled it on the top. Once the paint was dry, I added this glaze by Rust-Oleum. First, I used a soft brush to apply the glaze, and if I applied too much, I would wipe the brush clean with a rag. Because the drawer fronts weren't completely flat, I worked in the middle and then the two sides separately. Immediately after applying the glaze with the soft brush, I used a deck brush that's used to apply stains on decks and fences to wipe away the excess and create lines that mimic wood grains. As I wiped, I made sure to clean the brush with the rag in between coats. For the top of the drawers, I used a small brush and the same deck brush to create the lines again. I used the cardboard to block the different sections of the dresser while I applied the glaze, and I was a little intimidated because it was my first time using a glaze on furniture, but it was actually pretty easy to work with and very forgiving. I added new pulls I ordered on Amazon, and I cannot get over how it turned out.